What's happening, people? Come check out my training and my 6-star training blog.
All right, Rory, why don't you take just a second and tell me just a little bit about how you got started in MMA?
Well, I was about 14 years old. I was playing hockey at the time. Got kicked out of one of my schools in middle school and had to switch schools and make new friends and kind of start over kind of thing. And at that point, I was not sure. I was kind of fading out of liking hockey, and there was a lot of politics going on with being a poor kid in a rich city and playing on the rep team and stuff like that. A lot of things interfered, and I kind of lost interest because of it. So at that point, I really didn't know what direction I was going with my life. I was kind of a lost kid. And then my brother brought up a mixed martial arts gym in town that he had found during a PE class trip there. So he told me, and I was really intrigued because I always really liked UFC growing up, but never thought of there would be a gym that taught it. I was never really interested in doing traditional martial arts. So, but when I heard that the gym in town teaching these things, I was immediately intrigued. We started talking about it for a good half an hour. We were driving in the car, me, my brother, my dad, and he's like, "Well, you want to go? You sound so enthusiastic about it." And I was like, "Yeah." He whipped the car around, went to the house, picked up some stuff, went to the gym, and I started training. So, and literally when he picked me up, I told him, I was like, "This is what I'm going to be doing for the rest of my life." So I knew instantly it was a pretty cool feeling, and it really changed the direction of my life from some negative times to a very positive thing.
What areas of MMA do you believe are your key strengths?
I think my biggest strength is being a balanced fighter and being having equal ability in every aspect of mixed martial arts. So if I fight a specialist as a kickboxer, I know I'm going to be good at him in two other aspects of fighting: wrestling and jiu-jitsu and ground and pound and things like that. So there's so many different styles, but I feel like a balanced style and mixed martial arts is the most effective.
So what are your short-term goals and long-term goals in the UFC?
Short term, right now, just win my fight against Shane Mills. Long term, I want to be, it's not even that far away, I don't think, but I want to be the champion of the welterweight division. A few years down the road, I want to go up to middleweight. I'll be the champion of that. Maybe soon after that, go up to light heavyweight, win the title at that. Soon after that, go up to heavyweight, take the heavyweight belt too. It's just I want to do something in MMA that's never been done before, and that most people don't think is even necessarily possible.
Now, what drives you every day to get up and become a better fighter for your future?
I think it's just like a love for martial arts and just being intrigued with growing and evolving and changing people's idea of fighting. That rather than a brawl, or it's like there's a scientific method to it.
Now, over the last few fights, there's a lot of hype and media surrounding you. With all this attention, how do you stay grounded and focused on your training?
Well, I just separate it from my mind. I mean, cameras and lights and fans and stuff like that is an added bonus, I guess. But that's not why I got into the sport. I got into the sport because I love it. And, I never want, fame or fortune to change who I am or make who I am. I'm going to stay true to myself and to my family and be the person I am and just follow my goals. Whether there's cameras or money around, doesn't matter.
Now, going into your next fight, you're the co-main event.
Mhm.
How do you think you're going to handle the pressure of that? This is your first co-main event. Obviously, you've got a few fights under your belt. This is the first time you're a co-main event. How are you going to handle the pressure of that?
I'm not really putting pressure on myself. It's another fight, you know. Like I said, in front of 50 people or 50,000, the rush is still the same. So I really don't. I understand there's more obligations for media when you're fighting with the UFC and you're a co-main event or a main event. So I'm prepared for that. But at the same time, when the cage door closes, it's all the same. It doesn't change my outlook on things.
Awesome.
Yeah.